Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amelia and it is the reading rush very soon. I'm quite excited. This is my first proper arranged readathon that I'll be taking part in, and I've been watching the booktubeathon videos since I started watching booktube about 2 years ago, so this is really exciting. I'm very hyped to be taking part because I'm actually reading books now. So yeah, this is going to be my booktubeathon slash the reading rush TBR, with a little bit of a twist, because I realised that a lot of the things on my shelves I already have. I don't have enough money to buy new books. So a solution, instead of going to the library, which is closed half the days of the week, I am actually going to be rereading every single book on this TBR. Is a book that I have been intending to reread and that I am going to reread for this readathon, as well as for into the challenge prompts. So without much further ado, let's get into my TBR. So the first prompt for the Reading Rush TBR is a book with purple on the cover. So what better book to choose than the Welcome to Night Vale novel, which is literally all shades of purple. I have been meaning to reread this for ages. It's been several years since I first read it, and I remember loving it a lot, so I really want to reread it, especially because I want to add it to my Goodreads. Something I've done with Goodreads is I've not actually added any new books since I've been on it. I've only been adding the books that I've been reading since I joined Goodreads, just because that's much more convenient. Going through my whole bookshelves would have been a whole mess. So yeah, this is going to be my first book for this TBR. So the second book is for the prompt, read a book that you were meaning to read last year. Now this is kind of half a reread, kind of half a trying to finish a DNF book. I started reading this in the January of 2018 after finishing all my other books that I got for Christmas, and I just couldn't get through it. I found it quite slow. But now that I know more about all of the different people in this, now that I've studied that period of time in history, it might be a little bit easier to read. And I really want to finish it because I do have both the books that were written as part of this thing, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So yes, I will be reading I, Claudius, or I will be finishing I, Claudius and rereading the first bit for the second book of my Reading Rush TBR. So the next prompt that I am going to be using is read an author's first book, and for that one I want to start rereading the Harry Potter series this year, so I will be rereading The Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. It has been so many years since I've read this. It's a very well loved copy. It looks like I was halfway through rereading it at some point when I put this on my shelf and didn't pick it up again. So I'm really excited to just read it through and see if it still holds up now that I'm an adult. Hopefully it will. Maybe nostalgia will overtake me, but we will see. And yes, I am definitely going to try and get to this during the reading rush. For the challenge of reading a book with a non-human main character, I am going to be rereading The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. Oh, we all know what this is. I said before on my channel that I struggle a lot reading Tolkien, particularly the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So yes, I'm going to try very hard to get through this and actually pay attention to what I'm reading for once. But yes, this will also be doubling as my book to movie adaptation challenge, because I've been feeling a need to rewatch the movies, and yeah, this is the perfect opportunity to fulfill both those challenges, so I'm definitely going to try and get through this one. I'm a much better reader than when I first started reading this, so ideally I should be able to actually read it and enjoy it, or at least be able to sit through it. I've read the Aeneid, I've read the Odyssey, I've read a lot of classical epic poetry since I first attempted to read this. So I should, in theory, be a better reader, and yeah, this is definitely going to be going on my TBR for those challenges. The next challenge is a book with 5 or more words in the title, so I have got Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, which is, I think 6 words. I can't count, so you will have to just trust me, or count it yourself, but yes, this definitely has more than 5 words. I've been meaning to reread it for a while, because I want to properly gush about it at some point. It's been so long. I just remember that I love it so much, and I really want to reread it, so I'm definitely going to be including this challenge in my TBR. So that is it for my Reading Rush TBR. I have, let's give that a count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. Quite a few of these are quite chunky. A lot of them are not comic books, so they will be quite hard to read. I'll probably just be reading 24/7 during the reading rush to get through all of these. But yeah, hopefully I should be able to. I know for a fact that this one's going to be quite hard and this one's going to be quite hard, but let's hope. And also, because I forgot to mention it earlier, the book that I'm going to be reading while sitting in one place is going to be Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which I will be reading before bed every night. So I will be sitting in bed while reading this. That is it for this video. Thank you all for watching while I just balance these books in my arms. I will see you all next time. I will probably vlog my experience with the reading rush just because I feel like that would be oh so interesting. I am quite certain that I am not going to complete all these challenges, but yeah. I'm going to see if I can do the ones where I can do 2 challenges and like prioritize those before I get to the other ones, but I also chose a really hard one, so it's all like, oh, it's not great. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye!